Okay guys, here we are with part 2 of Let's Play Spyro the Dragon with me, Insane Spyro. So here we are in the first level, the Dark Hollow, and I'm just ignoring everything at the moment and we're running into this hole because we've got to get a key and backtrack to the beginning. So we're going to grab the key, then start at the beginning, and we've started. So here we go. This is the official launch. Now I don't have anything to talk about, like, oh, Shadow Lugia's doing this and Crimson's doing that. Now it's just me and the game. I can say it has officially been launched. And also, before I do start, I will say I watched the previous video back and I know there was a little bit of audio breakup. That's because my mic wasn't working properly, but I have tested that and that's fixed now, because nothing is going to ruin this. I'm not going to let anything ruin this LP. Nothing. It's like, slow down. We have sent him to rehab. He is helping Durden with his LP. We have killed Desync. I was there when I used my dark rituals to summon the Grim Reaper and kill him inside the old laptop, and everything is now perfect. So audio breakup, he is not going to be appearing because I have fixed that problem and he'll be gone permanently. So right, let's begin, shall we? Here we are, beginning of the level, beginning of the LP, beginning of the game, beginning of everything, the beginning of the universe. So, what do I want to talk about? What is there to talk about? I suppose we'll talk about the Dark Hollow. So, we've got our standard enemies, the fat bastards, and these little guys with shields, and we have begun. So I have got some stuff to talk about. First off is one thing which I do want to say before I begin. I've just actually remembered this. It just came to me like, oh, there it is, it's come to me, it's come to me. Is Philip, that's it, shut up. It's Philip DeFranco, who has got this, who has now got a video on his vloggerty, not the news channel, the other channel, about when, he was on about when the people on YouTube were making so much shit. Also, just before I talk about that, I like these fires, but I have no idea what they're for. They're just there. It's like, they don't unlock anything, or they don't activate any secret whatsoever. They're just, you can light them or you cannot. It doesn't make a difference. And that is one thing I've never understood. So, let's just quickly grab another statue of myself, which I will have sex with tonight because I love myself that much. And we will go back to talking about making money off YouTube. Yes, so Philip DeFranco brung out a video to do with the actual full video he wanted to review, about when he said that YouTubers make this much and they reviewed him. And it's all to do with nothing to do with your subscribers or your views. It's to do with what is it? It's like when you have got a channel, you invest so much into a camera and stuff, then you put it to YouTube, and they say how popular is the show, and it's to do with each episode of stuff. Like his friend has got Black Box going. It's the Black Box project, which I have seen and it's good. I will post a link to the Black Box project down below. But oh yeah, and there's also a complete level done in 4 minutes, so we're flying through this LP already. So yeah, Black Box, I'll put a link to that show down below, and that has already got like 100,000 views in a day. Well, that was one episode. The full episode, it's like episode 1 before episode 2 was released. Episode 1 in total got like 700,000 views. It might have gone up since I checked that. So to get money off YouTube, you need to have a show, and you can have the show on a channel which has multiple shows going. Like I have Let's Play Spyro, Sword Quest, Truth Is Out There going. So that's 3 shows, and they look at the one show in general. So if I went to YouTube and said put my sword, I want to get money off Sword Quest,
Hey, Spyro,
they would say
what's the jump
Sword Quest needs 100,000 views per episode, but all your other videos like Let's Play Spyro and Truth Is Out There don't. They just focus on the series you tell them to, and you get money via that. But it also depends how much you are spending on the show itself. Whereas like this, it's just Dazzle and me using Hypercam to record the audio, so it's only costing me, well, it's not costing me anything now. So it's free, and therefore it's not eligible. For it to be eligible, it needs to be like the Angry Video Game Nerd. You need to be spending so much. Well, AVGN is apparently spending more than he's earning. That's why he wasn't on that top 10 list. So you need to be spending enough money. You need to be spending so much money to say I'm putting this much effort in, and then they work out how much they're going to give you by the actual money you're spending. And if you wanted to appear on like that top 10 list, you need to be spending less than you're earning, but still have to be spending money on making the program. Like Sword Quest, to get to Atari I have to get a train, so that's expenses. I have to book an interview, and that'll probably cost a bit of money, so that's expensive. So it all depends on your expenses as well. So someone like what's the best thing? So somebody like my friend Ruksha would not be able to go to YouTube at all, because all her videos are based around her hometown and use her phone camera, so therefore she can't get any money at all whatsoever. Whereas if I put Sword Quest to YouTube, because I'm like using money to travel to to travel around and find all these places and find this stuff, and then money to film on location, I would be able to get some money. However, the main thing is I have to have 100,000 views per episode, and because there's a time limit, because you can't just say 100,000 views per episode and that could be 100,000 views over the year. You have to have 100,000 views within like a month. So there you go. Maybe even 100,000 views in a week. I think it's a month, but it might be a week. But you can read about this if you go on, actually no, I'll post the link. You can read about this in this link I'm going to post. And that's how you do it. So anybody who's looking to start their own show on YouTube and make money, you need to make sure you've got a lot of subscribers, because your series has to have 100,000 views a month. One episode has to get 100,000 views within a month. And if it doesn't, then I guess they just won't pay you. I don't know if you have to pay them for wasting their time, but I guess they just wouldn't pay you. So right, that is how you earn money. That's out of the way. Now I can say I've officially begun the LP, and I want to talk about Cliff Town before we go, even though I've almost completed it. I remember when I first ever played this game, and it was in the Plough. It's a restaurant in England, but it was in the Plough. It was in the play barn area of the Plough, and there was like a load of kids, and it was the demo, and we'd all lined up for this demo, and we were playing Cliff Town. This was the first ever glimpse of this game I ever saw, walking around this town square here. And the fact is, there is another area coming up, but I don't make it to it in this video. But we played Town Square, and we went straight on to Toasty. Most of you will know what that is, but we went straight on to Toasty, and it's like, oh my god, we get to see the first boss in the demo! That is awesome! So all the kids had a great time, because we got to watch, well, I got to play Town Square and a bit of the Toasty level, and then some other kid got to have a go at the boss himself. But I was like, great! So we have officially begun this Let's Play. So in part 3 I will see you in part 3, where we shall attempt